It's all fun and games until they grow up and get shot and killed by the police, right? It's all fun and games, right?
I wasn't trying to go live, but so this is the gain event. I accidentally went live. I can't figure out this new YouTube, but it's just a test.
Did you hear what he said? He said this is a community event. Yeah. You know that they get paid by the city to put this on. You know that? They get a grant from the city to put these game events
the
on.
elected officials have to act like they really represent us.
Yeah.
And that's why they do this kind of stuff.
Yeah. Alex, seriously, Kevin Robinson said to me yesterday.
I accidentally went live.
Yeah,
so.
He said to me, who is that man that was with you? That's what he asked me. Who's that man?
Crazy.
Yeah, they hate that you support me, Alex. They hate it.
So
they hate it.
I need to go through and learn YouTube every couple months because they keep changing the app. But I'm gonna cut out. This is the Gain event in Phoenix. You want to explain exactly what it is to the viewers?
My name is Marty Winkler. I was almost killed 10 years ago, July 16, 2014, by violent serial criminal predator Officer Jason Gillespie. That I called the police for help, first and repeatedly, and he showed up after an hour, and he was enraged off the wall that he thought I called the police too many times. And within a minute and a half, it all happened within a minute and a half, that he only barked at me a couple of things that I had called too many times, and then I politely asked for a supervisor. He went into the store for 32 seconds and didn't even ask the clerks if I was a customer. Didn't even ask the clerks if I was a customer. Came out and said later that he was going to arrest me for trespassing. First thing he did was demand my ID, which I compliantly gave, which he lied about. And then they said, you're trespassing. And I said, I certainly am not. I bought lottery tickets. And then he said, put your cell phone down. And I thought, I have a right to hold my cell phone. I had no idea the unspeakable act of violence he was to enact upon me.
And where is this cop now?
And he instantly grabbed me and wrenched my arm behind my back. And the last words I said was, you're going to break my arms. And then I remembered nothing for several hours.
Where is this cop now?
They did nothing to him. Immediately and continuously for over 10 years, they've done everything to cover up this unspeakable act of violence by this literal criminal psychopath. They promoted him repeatedly, going from $75,000 a year to now making $220,000 a year. And he's been training police at either Desert Horizon Precinct or the Academy.
It's like Mark Ryan, he got promoted to the same position.
The police that killed Ryan Whitaker, Jeff Cook, he finally was fired by Jerry Williams about a year later. And then he appealed to the Civil Service Board, which I believe is 5 people, and he got his job back.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know if Jeff Cook is on the street or if he's doing training. But what my trial attorney said that they can't trust these psychopaths on the street, so they put them either in a desk job or in training. Yeah. So if you want to know my story, just go to Justice for Marty, M-A-R-T-I, Winkler on Facebook. Justice for Marty, M-A-R-T-I, Winkler on Facebook, and just Google Marty, M-A-R-T-I, Winkler, City of Phoenix, Phoenix Police, Officer Jason Gillespie on Google search, and you will see a lot of things. And you will see a number of articles that were done by the Arizona Republic AZ Central. And what the police said to justify it, that I was screaming and fighting him. No, I wasn't. I was, and there was no audio, so there was no way to prove that. But even if I was screaming or fighting, even if I was screaming, is that a reason to kill a woman? Yeah, so I was unarmed in a skirt, looking pretty much like I am today. Just a t-shirt and a skirt, and I had on flip-flops. And I was holding only my cell phone.
And I've seen footage from that Circle K, and she looked very calm and passive the whole time she was inside the store.
When I was in the store, so I was trying to speak to a manager on the phone. And I was standing in the store with my arms crossed, being very compliant, letting people go ahead of me. And I said, I'm just waiting to talk to the manager. So it all happened I went to the store to buy lottery tickets. And then this clerk, Leslie Nelson, at the Circle K at 7th Street and Bethany home on July 16, 2014 on 105 or 108 degrees that day, tried to force me repeatedly to buy a wrong lottery ticket. And he finally backed down. And then I just wanted to talk to a manager about what he did to me. I just wanted to talk to a manager, and the manager refused to take any action. And I only talked to him on the phone. So then, literally the stupidest decision of my life, I stood there and I looked at Leslie Nelson and I said, I'm calling the police.
I agree.
Stupidest decision of my life.
Liberty, someone named Liberty, can't read because of the sun, but he says he looks like a predator.
I had no idea what was in for me that day. I had no idea.
Hey, Tempe, what's up?
My first attorney said that if I hadn't been taken to the hospital, I would have went into a coma and died. And Sergeant Dave Austin of Desert Horizon Precinct finally wrote a 9-sentence use of force report 7 months later, after I went to the media, after I went to the Arizona Republic. And he said I didn't have life-threatening injuries, and I was taken to the hospital as a precaution. I was in the hospital in ICU for 4 days. He fractured the front and the back of my skull in 4 places. Fractured my eye socket, fractured my nose in multiple places and smashed it in. Fractured the back of my skull. It says in the hospital report, fractured the back of my skull from the back of my skull to the base of my skull. Almost dislocated my jaw, horrific right side of head, ear, and almost a dislocated jaw. Almost lost my right eye, requiring 6 surgeries on the inside and the outside of my eye. My retina doctor said I could have lost my head, catastrophic retina detachment at any point in time. It went to trial about 5 years ago in 2019, and because of extremely poor legal representation, and the judge made numerous bad mistakes, and also that a lot of evidence wasn't allowed in a 4-day trial. A lot of evidence. People don't realize how there's so much corruption that goes on. A lot of evidence was not allowed in, and so my trial attorney lost my case, and so only by the grace of God did the 9th Circuit Court come to my rescue and appointed me one of the best appeal law firms in the country, Gibson Dunn in Irvine, California. And I finally was appointed this high-level appeal attorney about a year later. And I asked Joe Edmonds, my appeal attorney, why did you take my case, Joe? And he said, this is one of the most horrific injuries and injustices we have ever seen. And this man, this God-sent angel, this God-sent legal angel, fought valiantly, relentlessly for me for 1 entire year against the evil that is the city of Phoenix and Phoenix police and Kathleen Weineke Law, who fights many of these big police violence civil rights cases for the city of Phoenix. She will do everything to fight victims, to make sure they don't get $1. She has fought many of the big cases. Daniel Shaver in Mesa, the Ryan Whitaker family, the James Garcia family, many ones. Just she tries to keep it silent, but she brags on her Facebook. Just go to her Facebook, her website, Weineke law, and you will see how she brags about winning against police violence victims and police victims. She thinks it's funny. After when we lost in trial, she went out of the Sandra Day courtroom with her entourage laughing. I talked to Uriel Garcia of the Arizona Republic, and I said, "Did you hear her laughing?" And Uriel Garcia nodded his head. She thinks it's funny. She thinks it's funny. An innocent grandmother was almost killed. And he, she, and they all thought they got away with it. He, she, and they thought they got away with it. I've spoken out at City Council many times. Just go to City of Phoenix, Phoenix City Council on YouTube, and search for Martha Winkler. And I have spoken out many times. I spoke out on September 24th, 24 of this year. And Laura Pastor and Kate Gallego were even strategizing against me. Laura Pastor, while I was speaking, came over and stalked me. Yeah, they have done everything in their power to annihilate me because they know that almost no one has spoken out for me. They know that. So they think they can totally cover this up on an innocent woman who was almost killed and is permanently disabled. I survive on almost nothing, while Officer Jason Gillespie is masquerading as law enforcement and public safety, making $220,000 a year training police. Unbelievable. It's truly disgusting and unbelievable. So if you want to know the rest of my story, just go to Justice for Marty, M-A-R-T-I, Winkler on Facebook and search Marty, M-A-R-T-I, Winkler, City of Phoenix, Phoenix Police, Officer Jason Gillespie on Google, and you will see many, many things. Thank you. And if anybody would like to contact me, reach out to me on Facebook. My email is Marty, M-A-R-T-I, Phoenix, P-H-O-E-N-I-X @gmail. That anybody can contact me. And if for some reason I get some crazy stalkers, I'll just block them. So please reach out to me on Gmail.
There's been some people trying to do things electronically.
Maybe
it could be the city of Phoenix because they engage in.
I have been stalked in any number of ways.
Yeah,
I have been stalked and targeted in any number of ways because I refuse to be silent.
And then they'll contact your financial institution and do weird stuff with that. So yeah, no problem. I'm trying.
Well, when my case will be going to trial sometime in the next year. I have a new, much better attorney, and my case will be going to trial. I'm still seeing doctors 10 years later. Yeah, so.
Okay. So we're at it's Arcadia in Phoenix.
We're at the Arcadia Again event. People ought to come here and protest, and instead of this being a police agenda meeting or an event, this should be protests against police violence. That's what this should be. That is what this should be.
Because Phoenix
There's many victims that were all covered up forever, especially before body camera. So there was no body camera for my situation, but there was Circle K video, and the last picture clip was, and I don't have the picture, the last picture clip that he threw me down next to the car, and then you couldn't see him attacking me. You couldn't see him attacking me, but the last picture, I was standing, just holding my cell phone, and with my hands up by my face. I was just standing, holding with my hands up by my face. And then he violently attacked me horrifically on three sides of my face, on three sides of my head. And he finally admitted almost a year later, he wasn't even interviewed by professional standards until almost a year later, against all policy and protocol. The use of force report was not even written for 7 months, and then said that I didn't have life-threatening injuries and I was taken to the hospital as precaution. That it never went to the use of force board for any horrific hospitalized injury or a killing. It has to go to the use of force board. It didn't even go to the use of force board. And whenever I've talked to any of these police, they just walk away from me. They just walk away from me and say that it's been investigated. They just walk away from me.
It's called
Yeah.
the Blue Code of Silence. Ma'am.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'll give you a copy of my story. Thank you.
Awesome.
Ma'am, could you put your contact? My
I
name's
will give you my whole story. I will give you
Okay.
I have it all printed out.
Well, I have to leave, so
Okay, yeah.
Phoenix Copwatch, you can find me on YouTube. And-
Felix Copwatch.
Yeah.
I'm Sparrowhawk
Yeah,
of the Lakota.
please-
And also,
Please send me a message on there. I have two
Okay.
emails.
write down your contact so I can get hold of you. I'm Santa Ana Copwatch.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Black Block. And I'm one of the co-founders of Anonymous.
Alex, are you still recording?
Yeah. It's just down on my side.
You don't know what an honor it is to me. Okay, and yeah, so that way I can get a hold of you because I have to run. So I got this in Israel, dude. We were detained by Homeland Security. I will definitely contact you. I will get a hold of you.
Hold on just a moment. I'll give you my story.
Okay.
Hold on just a moment.
I'm from Anaheim. I got your story.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Alex.
Yeah, and then you can find it on Phoenix Copwatch.
Okay, Phoenix Copwatch. Awesome, man. Thank you so much, brother.
Yep.
You don't know how much I appreciate you. You have no idea. Okay.
Go to Facebook. Go to Facebook Justice for Marty Wakeler.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of corruption in LA too.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
It's been all covered up.
Anaheim.
Yeah. Before body camera, it
Mickey
was
Mouse is not a happy house.
before body
Orange
camera,
County?
it was literally all covered up. Before body camera. Phoenix Police was the last.
So this is a community event here. This is Arcadia Park, 56th Street, and Indian School. So, look, they're using our tax dollars for Halloween, which is crazy. I can't believe they really did that. But they're trying to appeal to kids, and they're trying to get kids to join their gang. So. Yeah, Tap B, I will contact you sometime. And I will tell her later. But the story doesn't change is the big thing. It's been the same ever since I've known her. So that's how you know it's for real. Obviously, traumatic incident.
Is Mayor Gay? I go up there yet? We don't want to miss her.
I don't know. They must be changing over. Let's go walk by their like ice cream van ambulance thing. Is that the ambulance that they take people that they?
Okay, well, they're running to get the raffle tickets for the 2 o'clock.
I think I got it.
Just a couple things. Ice cream right here.
So Phoenix has an ice cream van, which is kind of weird. Tap B knows about this,
Over there if you're hungry.
but I thought they got rid of it because I haven't seen it driving by.
Does everybody know?
But they got it still.
Been here a few times. First time here.
So.
This is our fall festival. Arcadia House. It's also a gay event, which is honoring basically the police department with
So.
funds that we kind of get from the city.
So this is funded by the police department.
So we're blessed to have
Funded for the police
neighbor
department.
here for Mountain View, not Pottery. So anyway,
So this is a cop event right here in Arcadia.
So thanks for inviting me. I wasn't missing before. Every time I go to one of these events, I take a look at crime data as it relates to the community. I can tell you that this neighborhood has a 3-year low of crime compared to the last 3 years. So that's
But it's all rich people.
It's not us. It's a partnership between us and the community. And Neil knows this. I'm a firm believer. in
It's like
policing.
nestled between Paradise Valley and Scottsdale.
Help drive the crime down.
So there's
Thank you to you guys.
not really a lot of crime to begin
We
with.
are just pleased to support that. So thank you guys again. Hi folks, I'm Neil Haddad with the Arcadia Osborne Board. I first want to give a shout out to the other board members here in the sitting room. these black jeans, funky orange, yellow shirts. So
I know.
Leslie,
I got my body
Christine,
cam, so don't worry.
Gina, Julie, Todd, Paul, and also our buddy.
Yeah, so if any local Copwatchers want to come out, it's or anybody watching locally, they're gonna be running this till 4.
I also just want to call out that
So it looks.
this guy over here, Commander Reef Myers,
Yeah,
has
there we
been
go.
our, commander for the past 2 years, and Commander Myers
Yep.
has been all about
Can't
community
stop the
policing.
message.
And what community policing means is that when we call, there's somebody at the other end of the
Gotta
call
start my body
to
cam again.
answer that and to address the issues that we have. He and his team, so Commander Myers, Lieutenant Milhone, Sergeant Nix, Officer Miller, they're all part of our community action team, and it's been really great, so really supportive of them. So thank you for that. And the other bittersweet thing, this
Well, when you have
is
money,
the
you
send-off
can
for
control the
Commander
system.
Myers, who, because of the normal rotation in the precincts, is going to be moved over.
Doesn't
to
mean
the
that if
traffic
you
bureau
piss certain
traffic
people off,
safety.
you won't still have problems. Like some people we know.
So if you have any speeding
Like
issues, let me
Don-
know, because
Donald
I'm
Trump.
all about traffic enforcement here, so let me know. And thank you to everybody coming out here today. Thank you to our vendors, and thank you to the awesome School of Rock, how great these guys are. So thank you for that.
Okay, let's give away some stuff.
Okay, I'm probably gonna cut it shortly, and then I'll come live if anything happens. We're waiting for Communist Kate,
So this one's for Pure Green
the mayor of
Arcadia.
Phoenix, to be
It
speaking.
is 184 is the last 3 numbers. 184. 184. We're going to hold this, put this down for right now, guys.
Being
184.
up for. Yeah, you
All right,
too.
this is a gift card to TP Mexican food.
Last three numbers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's easy.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna cut it.
Okay, we're going to hold it.